Hi, welcome. My name is Johnny Fergan. I'm from All Total Coaching. What I want to talk to you today is about proof beyond any shadow of a doubt that if we're going to go into economic crisis, the banks have got the right and the legislation to seize your money. In 2018, on the 14th of February, on Valentine's Day, in Australia, the Senate passed legislation that in severe cases of economic crisis, the banks can seize your money. Now, I'm going to put a link below to prove it to you, but I'm going to read very quickly what it says in this particular thing. But if you want to search furthermore, the link will be below. Few would know that very quietly on the 14th of February 2018, with only 7 senators present, the Financial Sector Legislation Amendment Crisis Resolutions Bill 2007 was passed into law on a voice vote. You likely saw no press on the matter, yet the ramifications for all Australians are potentially huge. This is a very long and complicated piece of legislation, but at its very core brings Australia into line with other countries with bail-in agenda of the Bank International Settlement BIS and agreed in Brisbane 2014. It's about the government bailing out institutions as we saw in the GFC, etc., etc. Links will be below. Now, another thing that you will need to be aware of is sales of guns have increased in the US by 9%. Long lines of gun sales and ammunition soar amid the coronavirus panic buying. 9% in the last month. So that tells you a lot of people are not believing the government or what is told to them, and they believe more than likely there will be a crisis. So today I've comprised, in the last couple of years that I tuned this list of the signs of an impending collapse. Some of these signs already occurred. I've written this in 2014 that I knew this is going to happen. I just didn't know how it will manifest itself. Well, here it is. The US government reserve keeps printing money and the debt keeps rising, like in Russia pre-collapse and Germany in 1930. This is happening now. Governments are unable or delaying payments to public servants, like happened to Russia prior to the collapse of the ruble and Germany in 1930s. This has happened already in Greece and Spain and Cyprus. Collapse of the bourse of the Dow Jones, Nasdaq, FTSE, etc., like we've seen in 2008-9, and you already seen that. The regulators closed the bourse to stop the slide and putting limits or stopping altogether all sorts of shorts, as we've seen in 2008 and we've seen recently. The Reserve Bank pumps in billions of dollars to prop up the market. It may work in the short term, but in the long term it will not work. It's happened in 2008, yet now we've got a debt of everything. What yet is to happen is the US government devalues its currency by 10, 15 or 20% even more. The president, I wrote this when Obama was on, or the governor, or prominent government official will go on national TV, and this is a sign, to reassure the public, denying there's a problem economically, and try to calm the people down. Silver and gold may get hit in the short term, like it happened GFC 2008, but it will explode sooner or later as the faith in the currency will collapse. The US Federal Reserve will want the public to still believe in the fiat currency, and it may work in the short term, but over time it won't. People may have forgotten the GFC, but let me tell you that pre-GFC silver was $11 and it skyrocketed to $33, and gold was roughly, I think it was $500-600 and skyrocketed to $1,920. Panic buying in the shops. We've seen that, toilet paper, groceries, etc., etc. Next, we haven't seen this yet, but it may happen. The banks put a limit on the amount of money that you can withdraw. and the government may put limit on how much gold and silver you can buy. And last but not least, that this is a clear sign of an economic collapse, is the final one, is when the US government sends the National Guard and troops to calm down the protests as riots are spreading throughout the land. Now you may think this is a drama, maybe it is, maybe I'm wrong. And I pray to God, wherever God you believe in, because I do, that I'm wrong. But our jobs as human beings is to protect ourselves and your families. Withdraw your money from the banks now. I have put here links below that in a case of a government bailout, there will not be liquidity in the banks. And if you think it's bad now, you ain't seen nothing yet. Now maybe I'm wrong, could be. I hope to God I am. But it's better to be safe than sorry. And if you're gonna panic, panic early. Now, to my book launch, that will be delayed till further notice, till all these things calms down, and then we're gonna have the book launch. If you're still interested in my book, How to Be a Man, What Your Father Never Taught You, links below. In the meantime, my dear friends, I love you from the bottom of my heart. I care about every one of you, because I will tell you one thing: when chaos will break out, no government, no institution will help you. The only one that will help you is you. And if you're gonna panic, panic early. And at the end of the day, it's better to be safe than sorry. I pray to God that everything I just said come out of my mouth is wrong. But history has proven us, and history is our guide, that in moments of crisis, it's better to be safe than sorry. If you're sinking, you don't wait till you can't breathe. You do as much as you possible to swim to shore and save yourself. And if you're swimming now, and you don't want to save yourself because you think somebody's going to save you, the government agencies will be so stretched they won't be able to save anybody, because they'll be only worried about themselves. Thank you very much. Look us up at www.alltotalcoaching.com. Book launch, like I said, got delayed. It will get delayed till further notice. In the meantime, as always, you know I am. I'm your friend, Johnny Forget.